Okay, so today I'm going to be talking to you about something that I personally find to be a common occurrence with me, and that's trying to figure out what to draw, even if it's just to draw something to try and get rid of artist block, but always ending up with nothing in your head. So, and this struck me as something to do today actually because of, ta-da, this little monstrous thing. Now, honestly, this was just a notepad I was using to check pens and markers on when we were going through them, and I was just scribbling down stuff, and next thing I knew, I was seeing things in it. And that's one thing I find to be very helpful, is just, instead of creating something, seeing what you can see. So, for example, okay, we're gonna take a Zebra Z Grip 07 and just kind of scribble. And you know, it doesn't have to be pretty. In fact, it's probably better if it's not pretty. But now you see, I can already see things in this one. Well, kind of. I can't see a lot, but I can still see some. Now, next thing I'm going to take is my friction clicker from, Friction from Pilot, which this pen is amazing because you blow dry it and it disappears. But say, for example, here, I can tell you I'm already seeing something here. I'm seeing maybe like an evil ice queen, or an evil queen, or maybe a whatever, something with a crown. But I'm also seeing it with hair coming over and a shoulder, as if it's kind of looking behind it to just kind of glare at you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, damn it, pardon the language, and it looks like my friction's going to quit on me. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, it's still working. But just to kind of take and see what you can do with it. I mean, look here, look here. Okay, so let's say this is a shoulder, right? Now, when I finalize this, I can take and fill in this part, because this actually looks kind of like a long flowing gown point. As you see there, we got that, and then we got this. We can have this. So, yeah, one thing I will recommend for anyone is that when you're in doubt of what to do, or you just can't get any ideas, and trust me, I hate hearing people tell me this too, because this is like the most obnoxious thing anyone's ever told me, is just to keep going. But it really does work. It's just to put your pen down and just not care. Don't care, just scribble something. Because, like, even up here. Okay, we're gonna switch to a red pen. Okay, so, like, even up here. Now this is, this is actually really, really cartoony and stupid. But I kind of see like a chicken, like one of those really dumb cartoon chickens. Or maybe an ant or something. Here it's got its neck bent. Here's its mouth. There's its other part of the neck. Here's his eyes. And ta-da! I got some kind of demented mutant thing. It don't look pretty, but it's something. It's just something, and it's fun to see what your mind can come up with, too. That's another thing, it's always fun to see what your brain is capable of making out of nothing. Because I'm pretty sure everybody's had that instance where you've stared at something long enough and you see a shape in it, and it's like, man, why couldn't I get that down? So this is actually a good way to do that. It's a good way to see a shape and still get it down. In fact, actually, I actually see an arm and an elbow here, like a hunched over figure here for like the robe. And that's another thing I do recommend, is actually doing each different thing that you see in there with a different color, because then you can, keep them from overlapping. Because as you can see, using the red pen, it looks like I just added something onto the chicken. But if I had continued on with my friction, like I was supposed to have, but didn't because I was being lazy, it would be a bit different in its appearance. So yeah, just literally put something down, even if it's just scrap paper. Get a piece of scrap paper, put your pen to it, scribble a whole bunch, take a colored pencil or another pen with a different colored ink, outline the roughness of what you think you see in there, and maybe you have an idea for an actual drawing. Because, again, this is just something I came up with in the last 5 minutes, but this I came up with just out of nothing. Literally nothing. And I actually still see a lot of potential to this, so good luck!